Okay guys, welcome back to the final episode of Let's Play Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday. I love this game, man. This takes me back to my childhood. It's great. I already said that, but oh well. Let's go on to the very final level, level 6, the castle. Now there's a really neat area in this level, and if I can remember, I'm going to try to find it. The castle and neon lights. Anyway, I'm going to... Whoa, I didn't know it did that. If you wait long enough here, you'll see sparks shooting out of the top window of the castle. It'll scroll up. That's kind of neat. Anyway, I'm going to try to find this little neat area. I may die a couple of times trying to find it, but I'm going to do my best anyway. We start off in the courtyard of the castle, killing some dogs and bats and avoiding jumping fish and stuff. And if you jump on that, it acts as a platform. Didn't even know about that. No, I did know about that, but I'm just saying you don't see something like that coming. So you can jump up here. This is one of the kind of cool areas. You can jump up and get a lot of neat stuff. There's another one though too that's even cooler, and you'll see why if I can find the right area. But you would think you'd need to jump over those little pond things because... Oh, missed one. You would think you need to jump over those little pond. Dadgummit. Oh, there, I just fell into the right area, I think. Anyway, you think you need to jump over those ponds, but it's good for you to jump into them because you get neat stuff. Like what we're about to get here. And the music for the pond area is kind of neat, I think. Time this right. Yeah! Heart, heart. Hearts. Oh, crocodiles. You gotta jump on the crocodiles when their mouths are closed. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 one-ups. That's the awesome, cool area I was talking about. Anyway, a lot of people won't find that area, but I believe that's a secret area anyway. So anyway, yeah, so that is, I mean, I don't think that's like the normal entrance into the castle, but that is, that is kind of a neat area. Now, these spiked maces on the floor, you don't walk on them, they're like spikes, they'll hurt you. Yeah. The frustrating thing about the castle is these stupid, these stupid rockets that fly everywhere. You gotta duck to avoid them. You can jump on them, but I find it easier just to duck. Watch out for these helmets, because they'll shoot fire. Yeah, I want to shoot it back, so you got to move fast between those helmets. Alright. Follow the dog out here. There you go, dog. And yeah, so the castle's a pretty impressive area. It's actually one of the, platforming-wise, it's one of the harder areas, but the boss, first off, the boss of this game doesn't make any sense. But he, the boss does not make sense, but he's one of the easier bosses as long as you know how to beat him, which is not hard by any stretch of the imagination at all. Okay, on to a new area in the castle. Dadgum you, swinging ball thing. Shoot your fire. Okay. And there are kangaroos that are boxing. Oh, I hit a spike. Oh well. We only got 46 lives left. We need to be careful. I'll jump down here and fight this kangaroo and show you the kangaroos. They're kind of like the leprechauns in that when you kill them, they split into smaller enemies. See, they split into 2 smaller kangaroos. I guess those were supposed to be in the other one's pouch. I don't know. But this is a funny game. Oh well. But it's Looney Tunes. It's meant to be loony, so hey, what can I say? Now we're going to jump off of... Oh dear, I missed it. I was going to say I want to jump off of that kangaroo. Dadgum you. Jump up to that area. I guess we can't. Run! Okay. We actually have to get that area up here, so never mind, my bad. We need that heart though. Notice I'm not being super cautious in this game just because you don't really need to. I mean, look at how many lives we have. It's more fun to just take it reckless and careless and have a good time with it. Woo! Okay, whoa! Now there's actually two kangaroos there, but they're together, so you couldn't see them, I believe. I think they always split into two, so... sometimes they just both go the same direction. And we'll leave that other one. We'll let the kangaroo live. I'm feeling generous. And some of these platforms, I try to make them look like kind of almost 3D. And that makes it really hard, actually, to see where to land. Like, it just adds to the challenge of the game. Like, I don't know if they intended to make it harder. I think they probably just meant to make it cooler. But it definitely makes platforming a little harder when you're not sure where you're supposed to land on the platform. You know, if you can land at the closest spot or if you're supposed to jump in a few inches or what. But stupid kangaroo babies. Okay. Big area of spikes there. Jump over that. Okay, we are into a very difficult spot now because we only have 2 hearts. I know we only have 1 heart, and we're having to avoid these guys. That one, I knew that one dropped down twice. I remember that from playing the game before. And, yeah, stupid thing. Anyway, so good thing I remembered that. Oh dear, I don't remember what these guys do. Okay, we are dead. So, good thing we hit a save point, right? I told you, I think this is probably the hardest level in the game. As far as actual levels go, you know, the boss excluded, this is probably the hardest one. This one, and then I'd say the Alps, probably. You know, actually the game does a really good job at increasing the difficulty as you go, at least of the levels, not of the bosses, but oh well. Yeah, so. Oh, I missed it. Okay. No! No! Oh man, that was close. This is a... I am losing it, guys. This is not good. Oh, this is an old game, and it is trying to cut out on me. So this is not turning out so good for us, but I just want it to last till the end. I'm recording this whole thing at once, and I just want the game to last until I'm actually done. Just hold up, game. Just hold up until I'm done with this LP. I'm in the last level. There's no, like, save points or, like you can't save the game. And like there's no codes to put in this game, and so if you die, you have to start. If you lose the game, if you turn it off, you have to start all the way from the very beginning. So I'm hoping that this does not reset and do that, cause that problem. Oh man. But at least we're to a new section now. Oh, with more jumping fish. And now fire shoots out of these things. Ha, look at the sign, no monsters. And the little robot dudes are actually kind of a pain, because some of them will shoot lightning out of their eyes at you, which I don't like. I'm not a fan of that. And I did not make that for some reason. See, it's hard to tell where you're going to jump from because they try to do that 3D effect where like everything's on a diagonal. But whatever. Hard to tell where to jump from, but it'll be alright. There. There we go. Now, a little later on in this section of the castle, those guys will start shooting lightning, and that's when they get difficult and annoying. Ow! I didn't jump high enough. Go fast across these. There we go. Otherwise, you get hit by a fish. I want to get to a continue point because I'm kind of getting nervous. This last level is harder than I remember it. See? He shot lightning at me. This last level is harder than I remember. Okay, there's a continue point, though. Anytime you change screens or plant a flag. But we're not done with the bathroom swimming pool area yet. We've still got more to go. Okay. No monsters. Watch out for this guy. Okay, there we go. Man, guy makes me nervous because I know he's going to shoot lightning at me at some point. Good thing it's slower than actual lightning, though, right? If I remember right, there's a point up here where it's pretty much, I mean, it's like... it's almost impossible. There we go. Stupid jerk. Anyway, there's some places up here where like it's almost impossible not to take damage from these guys, like it gets hectic, if I remember right. But we'll see. Shoot your fire. Shoot your fire. Oh, not at me. The bad thing is these robot guys are just as fast as you, so you can't really catch them and kill them. Okay, there we go. Now, we could fall down there. If we did, we'd go down to the previous section, I believe. Maybe not, actually. See, this is an elevator here. What does this do? Oh, never mind. This does not take us to the previous area. That's just a little cheat area where we can get hearts. My bad. Up here is where we have to worry about going to the... if we fall, we can fall later on and come down to the previous area, I think. I wonder if it's possible to jump over there. I'm just curious. Now I'm just playing around with this level. Nah, I don't think it's going to be. Oh well. Come on, inner tube. There we go. Okay, now, we're coming up to the boss here pretty quick, I do believe. I think we got one more section of the pool bathroom area to go through. They're giving us another one up because we need it so bad. Oh no, we're at the boss. Now, this is what doesn't make sense about the game. The boss is a robot. And look, at the top here, Daffy Duck is like a vampire. Doesn't make any sense. Now, the way you beat the boss is you can't jump on him while he's alert to you. Alright, he has to not know that you're there, because if he knows you're there, he's got... See if I can get him to do it. No. Anyway, if he knows you're there, he's got like a little electricity thing going across like his antennas, and you can't jump on that. So instead, he has to not be aware that you're here, and the only way to make him unaware that you're here is to jump on Daffy. Yeah, and so you just jump on Daffy over and over again, and wait for this guy to pass by unsuspectingly, and then you jump on him there, and he gets mad for a second, but then he forgets you're there again. So anyway, yeah, this last boss is not hard, but they put Daffy. You see, this is why I said Daffy. He's in the game, but he's not like a good guy or a bad guy. Here he's like sitting in here like pretending to be like a vampire or something, and it's just a funny game. And now the last boss, some random robot, is defeated, and Daffy goes back to acting like a vampire in this big throne, and we don't even know why. But that's the end of the game. Wow. I love this game. This is great. Oh, so the end, guys. Let's see what happens here. Oh man, look at all those eyes. And Porky opens his eyes. He's like, oh, I'm getting out of here. Oh. Yep. The end. Great game. Thanks for sticking with me through this, guys. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this LP as much as I enjoyed making this. I actually made this all in one sitting, and it took me like only an hour and a half. The Memory of Charles Lawrence, 1965 to 1993. I don't know if... I'm not sure who that is. Maybe he's one of the guys who was helping with this game, or... I don't know. Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday. Porky Pig played Porky Pig. Daffy the Count Duck played Daffy Duck. The Ghost was played by Spooky Sid. The Sheriff was played by Yosemite Sam, obviously. Sharky was played by Willie Great White. I don't even think that guy's ever occurred in a Looney Tune cartoon, at least not one I've seen. Jekyll was played by Tweety. The Yeti was played by Monster Max, that's the guy's name, I guess. And the Chaos Machine was supplied by Acme Robotics. I said Acme. Plus a full supporting cast of Looney Tunes characters, yeah. Written and directed by, okay, all those guys. So, guys, good game. Yeah, like I said, when I was young, my grandmother actually bought me this game. I think she just took me to the store one time, like to Walmart, and said, okay, if you want a video game, you can buy one. This was back, before 64. Like, Super Nintendo was a big system at this time. I was so young at the time. And she said, you can I'll buy you any game you want. It was like a birthday present or something. Or maybe it's just some special gift because she was visiting. Anyway, she said, I'll buy you a game. And so I looked around, and honestly, all the games that were there, I either didn't like, they didn't look interesting, like dumb sports games, or they didn't look like they were fun, I just didn't enjoy them. And the only game that even looked even semi-interesting was this one, and I didn't even think this one looked that great. And so I ended up getting Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday and played it and loved it, and I spent so many hours playing this game when I was a kid. And so when I went to this store and found this old used copy of Porky Pig for like $4, I was ecstatic and I bought it. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this Let's Play as much as me, because it's very nostalgic for me. And it's fun to do a purely 2D side-scroller platformer game for a change too. So yeah, I hope to do more platformers in the future eventually. I don't know. But anyway. Welp. Maybe not. Well, it's talking about Japan now. Director, Sunsoft, Japan. So maybe we're getting close to the end. But yeah, you know, the funny thing is, I don't know, I am of the opinion that now, like, newer games that are, like, based on movies and cartoons and stuff like that, they all seem really dumb. Like, they're just not very good, enjoyable, or exceptionally well-made games. And while this one is not, you know, as well-made as, like, Super Mario Brothers, I think the old Looney Tunes games, even though they're just kind of based on some side franchise, I think they're actually pretty fun. So this was an enjoyable game. And now we are to the end. So guys, thanks a lot for watching, joining me in my childhood memories. Oh, here we go. Ha! Little soundbite of Porky Pig saying that's all, folks. So that's the end of it. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. And I will be back from vacation very soon. We'll pick up on Harvest Moon, and we'll pick up on whatever other game you guys suggested and you guys voted on. So thanks a lot for watching, friends. And until next time, stay frosty.